As you guys walk down the hallway, you guys stop to another door, and as it swooshes open, you see several pulsing masses of fleshy mounds, rounded off with bubblegum sacks filled with syrup, gestating, supplying the bomb with what you can assume to be some sort of intelligence eating something, maybe.
Excuse me? Can you tell me that one more time?
It's a giant scrotum, it sounds like.
My ball's about to bust, bro.
Yeah.
It was gross, but okay.
This whole building's just a giant cock, and this is the balls. They're about to blow up. Splooge is going to cover the countryside.
Organic matter.
9 small impish figures burst from these sacks. And as you guys roll initiative.
What do they look like?
Little impish things.
They have little tails.
Do they have like a head and like a squiggly tail?
They're not sperm cells, all right?
We're not eggs, man. Leave us alone.
I rolled a 15.
Same.
I have a 13.
All right. Top of the order is Shortwing.
Okay, 9 impish things. I'm currently a squirrel sitting on a shoulder. Can squirrel senses find an elevated platform that a human could stand on?
The floor.
But like the room, is there any like a ducting, something that like like if I hopped up, could I like
No, not that you can see.
Fine. Oh, damn! Couldn't get all Legolas from a elevated position.
No.
C blocked. Okay, so I know turning into a creature is an action unless you're Circle of the Moon. Is it an action to turn back into a human?
I believe it is. No,
That's
a bonus action. You're good. It's a bonus
shape.
action. I looked it up. It's a bonus to revert back to your human form.
Oh, okay. So, sweet. Okay. Well, then I guess I'll do the normal thing. Get like apparently, or not apparently. What's the closest one of these things is to us?
They all look the same.
They're all like on a line or whatever. Okay,
No,
so
they're just relatively spread out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn back and I'm gonna knock an arrow and I'm gonna hold my action to attack whichever one's the first one that like tries. I don't know if they're hostile yet, so I'm not like gonna necessarily attack them right away.
Fair.
I'm just gonna step back and have an arrow ready, and yeah.
All right. Up next is Armin.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Is there a save for sleep, or does it just subtract from health?
It subtracts from health. Like the total number of the dice that I roll.
Right. Is how much health it puts into sleep. Yeah. Going from the highest to lowest.
So 6, 13, 15, and 21.
Yeah, they all just immediately drop to the ground to sleep.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay.
They must be weak. This will only last a minute, though, so if we want to move on, we must be quick.
Yes. I walk over to the bomb.
What?
Ball sack.
Isn't there a bomb here?
You guys are
Isn't that
inside
what that
the
big
bomb.
fleshy thing is? Oh, sorry. So what was the thing? It was like a flesh sack thingamajigger?
It's
I guess
big,
it's still my turn.
pulsing, fleshy mounds of strange syrup, kind of like gestating. It looks super gross.
I'm going to talk to the AI. What is this?
This is the hive.
What happens if we destroy the main part of the hive?
If you destroy the hive, the AI will no longer be able to create homunculi and will no longer be able to invest, that's not the right word, ingest intelligence.
I believe we have to destroy this. And I guess I will end my turn.
Up next is Will.
All right. I don't have the stats for the sword you gave me, but I'm gonna.
I think I still have it here. I should have it here.
I was thinking about doing an old magical stabby stab.
Magical stabby stab?
Well, it's a magic sword, isn't it?
No, it's not a magical sword. It's just a fancy sword.
Oh.
Did I not add this to my shit? Oh no, don't tell me I got lost. Oh no. Hold on, it's in Discord though.
I don't think you have my new character sheet, do you?
I probably don't.
Yeah.
It's 2d6 plus 1 slashing damage. And you can use a bonus action to split the great sword into 2 smaller swords, which are 1d6 plus 1 slashing damage.
Oh, it's a great. Okay.
Where is
I was gonna
this?
say, dang, 2d6. That must be a great sword.
Is it in the thing you... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I am going to go ahead and stab it.
You're stab what?
The goop. I don't know.
The hive mounds.
He's gonna
Sure.
reverse Camelot it.
What the hell
I'm
does
just
reverse
gonna...
Camelot mean?
Instead of pulling it up, he's gonna just like.
Oh yeah, you're
pull
in coup de
some
grace.
You know, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go over my head and just...
Yeah, you just
Helm
end up, you
fit.
cleave all these gross monstrosities that are inside this room as they all sort of like flop over, and you hear just this gross squelching noises of this syrup as it leaves whatever gross corporeal form and just oozes all over the ground.
All right. So am I able to get to the thing?
That's worse than gutting wild game.
What thing?
I thought this was like it was on something. So the way you described it, it sounded like there was these sacks on this like device.
On the ground.
Oh, they're just on the ground?
Yeah, on the ground of
Oh.
this room.
I don't fucking know, y'all. You guys figure this shit out.
How many sacks are there?
There was about 4, and they've all been destroyed.
Oh, okay.
So what happened
I
to
think
our little
we're
sleeping
done here.
friends?
What was that, Ari?
What happened to the little sleepers?
They're still sleeping.
Can I walk over and identify one? Better.
Give me a nature check.
$13.
13.
Sorry, I have proficiency, so it's actually 15. My bad.
You're pretty sure these are homunculi. They're not quite nature in origin, but they are semi-sentient magical creatures.
Forgive me for not knowing what homunculi is. Is that like a symbiotic thing?
It depends on what universe you're from. In this particular scenario,
Did you get this
it's-
idea from Full Metal Alchemist, Jeff?
No, but it's a great show. In this particular tense,
Alchemists.
they are created normally by spellcasters to sort of it's like almost like being a familiar, but something in this form is a deep corruption of what normally homunculi are supposed to be.
Yeah, it's like an artificial human.
Not
or
always.
being.
And so in D&D terms, homunculi aren't normally humanoid. They're normally like weird flesh golems, essentially. In Fullmetal Alchemist, yes, they are going to be like humanoid weird things, but in traditional Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy worlds, homunculi are normally like small, impish, kind of gross things, if that makes sense. But generally
Right.
they're more familiar-esque. Like a spellcasters can craft homunculi and have them be pets to do like small things around the house, small tasks.
It's Stubby.
Sure.
So there's no more.
They're normally nowhere near
sacks
as
on the
sentient.
ground?
I'm sorry.
There's no more sacks on the ground, right?
Nope.
All right. Should
Anything
we?
else in this room?
There's just another door. There's a door you came in through, and another door.
Let's just go through the other door.
Should we deal with these little guys while they're asleep, or they might come, look for us?
They seem fairly harmless.
We only have 20 minutes.
Works for me.
You have 16 minutes.
Thanks, AI.
No problem.
All right. Well, I go
Hustle on
up to
over.
the other door.
You guys open the door, and you guys walk down the hallway. The hallway splits in two different directions, two opposite directions, to the left and to the right.
I look to the left.
It's a hallway.
Anything else? Is there a door at the end of it? Is there anything else?
Both hallways curve. Not curve, but they stop and turn a corner.
Would this be an ideal opportunity to split up since he has the ability to talk to my mind?
If you think that's a good idea.
Is Lorelei fighting with us?
Yeah, she's with you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
She's been taking a walking nap the whole time.
She's been studying and almost fascinated, but in a sort of disgusted way, if that makes sense.
All right. Well,
Sure.
I don't think we should split up. I don't think we should split up.
Fine.
Let's just
All
go
right,
this
let's
way.
go right.
Yeah, let's just go left.
So you guys
All
are
right.
going
Back.
left.
I look at you two quarreling over, and I just start going to the left.
The hallway ends, and you guys walk into another room where you see a small glass jar on a pedestal, which looks to have harnessed lightning itself inside of this jar.
Is it covered?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a mason jar almost.
Can I just take
pick
it?
it up.
Yeah.
You cannot pick it up. It is stuck to the platform it's on.
Are we talking about like one of those little bulbs that you'd find in like your thrift stores that has like the lightning
No.
that like when you touch it?
No, it's not. It's not one of those plasma balls.
Is that all that's in this room? Is that all there is in this room?
And another door behind it.
I keep walking to the next door.
Yeah, I have no interest in it.
As you walk through that door, there is another hallway. The hallway curves and turns to the right, but if you go further down, it curves again to what will soon be another room. Really?
Another room?
There are two more rooms. There is one closer to you, and then one further down the hallway.
I guess
I guess we'll check the first one.
first.
Yeah.
As the door opens, you see a bunch of red blinking lights as it seems to be growing some sort of strange plant you haven't quite seen before.
AI, what is that?
This is the greenhouse.
Ooh.
What happens if we destroy the greenhouse?
The AI cannot regenerate.
It's blinking lights and plants.
Oh, I'm gonna firebolt the plant.
Whoa, I was gonna check some stuff out. Too late now.
You're just gonna torch the place?
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah,
I would investigate, but he's already made his decision, so I can't
Yeah.
interrogate that meta.
yeah, you just fucking torch the place. All the plants slowly begin to turn to ash around you.
No, I wanted to check that out.
I'm sorry, but we're time constrained, and anything to hurt the AI, because apparently we must destroy it to destroy the bomb.
True.
Okay.
And
Let's
so,
go back and ask about the glass thing.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
All right, so I'll go back to that room and then ask the AI. AI, what is this?
This is Steven.
Who is Steven?
Steven.
This is Steven.
That's all you're gonna tell me.
It's impolite to talk about others in front of them.
Hello, Steven.
Hello.
What are you?
I am lightning incarnate. And you see the orb sort of like glow and pulsate with the speech, essentially.
Why are you here?
I was made here. I was made sentient here. I live here, and I power the AI. I power this whole place.
Can
Oh,
you
boy.
power down?
Are you asking me to kill myself?
Yes.
No, I don't think I'm going to.
But Steven,
How do-
if you don't, we're all gonna
That's
die
rude.
anyway.
I mean,
This place is about to explode.
I'm not gonna die here. You don't know that.
And as he says that, I start hacking him.
Oh no.
Roll me an attack roll.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That's a natural 20.
Jesus Christ. You bring your sword down and you smack this glass and it shatters immediately, blowing
Lightning
shards of glass everywhere as Steven, this sentient lightning bolt, arcs through the air, wrapping around your blade and almost surging through your arm itself. You can feel this
Well, hold on. I can react to this because I have absorb elements. So, as a reaction, I can cast absorb elements. Spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for my next melee attack. So I store some of Steven.
Okay. I completely lost my train of thought now. Way to fucking go.
He's wrapping around his arm.
It was
wraps
a
around-
reaction, man.
It wraps around your arm, and you can feel a sort of hatred, if that makes sense, as it passes through you and into the ground.
All right, well, we got rid of him.
All right, let's move on.
I don't know, Jeff's smiling too much. You didn't get rid of him.
Me
Well-
being sadistic to my players? I would never do that.
I'm gonna charm Steven next time I see him.
I don't think it works, but
I
let's
know,
go.
but I have
Wait,
to run with that joke.
Since I have a piece of Steven in me, can I talk to him still?
No.
Oh, come on.
You don't have a sentient piece of lightning inside of you from casting Absorb Element.
I literally absorbed his lightning, and he is lightning.
You don't absorb the sentient part of him. Can you define
that makes
sentience
no
and
fu-
a lightning bolt enough for me to
Are you saying
rationalize
that there's
putting this in your
Are
character?
you saying that there's a brain in the lightning?
The consciousness is different than having a brain.
But you just said
All right.
the part of him,
Right, the part that's conscious.
Steven is weaker.
as though he has a body.
All right, let's move on.
I'm not going to discuss
I'm just saying.
semantics with you on how consciousness works. We don't have the time for this.
Go on.
I said good day, sir.
Look, I'm just trying to understand your world. So clearly you're just making shit up as you go along, so let's just keep going.
Yeah, that's called Dungeons and Dragons, making shit up, the game.
All right, move along.
Longer hallway door.
All right. Yeah.
As you guys walk in, you see a huge, almost flesh-made... Flesh-made? No, I can't fucking... Wow, I can't just talk at all this session. I'm really bad at this. You see a gargantuan, fleshy brain made of these ghostly limbs tethered around a sort of computer chip. There are various stations where you see flat panels with outlines of hands etched into the steel.
AI, what's this?
This is the randomly accessed memories room.
How do we disable it?
I don't know.
You lying sack of shit. How many terminals have hand imprints?
There's about 6 in total.
I only count 6 hands. 8 if we count Lorelei.
Okay.
How big are the hands?
Humanoid sized.
I was gonna say we could grab one of the sleeping imps, use their hand, but don't think that's gonna work.
Probably
I guess I'm gonna go up and put my hand in one.
Are you putting both hands?
Do they say anything? Like, are any of them unique?
No, they all look the same.
Do they say anything?
Nope.
All right, well, I guess I'll put 2 hands.
Nothing happens.
Great.
No color changes.
I put 2 hands on a different one.
As you put your hands on it, both of them glow a faint red. Both stations.
I guess it's my turn.
I'll do the thing.
All right, so I think both you and Lorelei all put your hands on these stations, and the world around you fades to black as you hear the AI. Everyone dies. The end. Go home. As the AI says, "Please share your memory."
Mine didn't do shit though, right?
No, you guys are all in here.
So I guess I'll take the lead on this one. Any preface for this, Jeff? It's just a random memory.
Any memory of your character that's being shared to everyone else that is currently connected, and the AI.
Wait, it's gonna be like Spotlight. Everybody's picturing a flashback type.
They are going to live in your memory for this moment. They're going to feel the emotions you felt. They're going to feel the sensations that you felt during this moment.
Interesting. Okay, I can wing this. Okay.
Hey, it's because you're a bird.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can make bad jokes too, all right?
Okay, I'm gonna wing this. So you see me sitting by the stream with a very crude fishing pole set up. Okay, and it's probably early morning, and you hear coming from the bush a younger sounding bird. I'm not gonna attempt to make his voice up, but I'm gonna kind of drop my tone a little bit, and he's gonna go, hey Varro, and comes running out of the woods and comes up and sits next to me, and he just sits there, and I'm like, what's up, dude? Man, I gotta make up names now. I'm gonna be like,
how's it feel, bitch?
yeah, it's cool. I can do this. It's fine.
Wow, fuck you.
So he comes over and sits over, and you hear Varro go,
What's up, long legs?
and
Short wing, long legs.
yeah,
real
you'll figure it
creative.
out eventually. Yeah, long
Small
legs. You'll
foot.
figure it out. He's like,
Nothing. I just wanted to get away from Paps. Can I fish with you?
and Varro's like,
Sure. Here, take this. I need to go check my trap.
and so he walks off for a minute, kind of like within the distance. I don't know, let's say like 30 feet earshot, and here's the water rustling. So ditches the trap that is currently empty, runs over. He's like,
What'd you catch there, Baris?
and so you see him rustling with it, and it's like pulling him in the water. So a short wing comes over, Varro, and grabs it from him and helps him out. And they're both holding on to the pole. And after like 2 minutes of fighting, he hands a pole back to Baris, or long legs, if you will, and pulls out his bow and shoots it in and hits the fish. And you hear the little guy go, "You cheated! I wanted to reel him in." And Varro calmly
Says that was a gargantuan cat. I don't think me or you could pull it in, little one.
And so then, the line goes limp, and he pulls the line in, and there's this big fish that's like taller than me and weighs more than me. And after seeing it in the memory, you guys are all like, damn, like how did they even hold on to the rod? Because it was like a 10-foot long fish.
Like
and
this
so I used
big.
yeah, like a biggins. And he goes, "Oh boy, I didn't realize everybody's gonna be happy with me today. I'll feed the whole tribe." And he, pats him on the head, and he's like, Varro's like,
Run along now. I'll gut it and carry it back. And of course, you can get all the credit for it.
and he just smiles. And he's for context, he is also a bird, but resembles more of a robin. Yeah, robin's fine. And so he, fades off into the woods and heads back towards wherever said establishment is, and then it proceeds to show me like cutting the fish, and then fades to black.
Okay. Memory registered.
So, okay, we're like in this room, right? I mean, someone's telling us to give a memory, but like, why would we even know what memory to give, or what the hell's even going on?
You don't.
First thing that comes to mind.
Whatever memory you are choosing to give up.
It's just okay. So we're just expected to roll with the machine, is what you're telling me. Like, yeah. I'm not at all surprised by what the fuck is happening in the world right now.
Yeah. I mean, no one. The machine is not compelling you to share this memory. If you choose not to, you choose not to. I don't know. It just seems weird. Okay. Here, Tony, you go first.
Shit,
I gotta think of
right.
something. I don't know. I didn't even think of anything for this.
Improv skills. Come on, I rolled that whole thing with only one important thing about my backstory.
All right, so it is my final year at the Harvard School of Magic, and I've been studying because I knew that Professor Tana had a special assignment for whoever had the highest marks in the class. It would involve taking an airship ride over the Scar to do some studies and see if they can solve or figure out any breakthroughs with it. I know for a fact that my marks were the highest in the class, but when it came time to choose, I'm sitting down, I'm giddy, I'm really excited for the journey I'm about to go on, and all of a sudden Tana reads out, and the student who will accompany me across the Scar will be Pavev Grads. Congrats to your fellow classmate. And everyone starts clapping, but I knew there was something behind the scenes that conspired, since I knew for a fact Pavev wasn't somebody who should have been able to go on that ride.
Was he not tall enough for the ride?
No, he's too dumb. He's not as smart as fucking Ari. Smartest fucking kid in the class, eh?
Nice.
All right, calm down the Boston accent there, bud.
We don't say A.
Nah, it's very Canadian.
That's Canada, dude.
You're all fucking Yankees anyway, all right?
Does Florida get to call us Yankees?
Yeah,
The more south in Florida you go, the more north you are.
That's why I'm in the center. I got the balance of both worlds.
The
Memory
true
accepted.
chaotic.
Please share memory.
Oh, that was it. Okay. So I guess you said it like the picture kind of shows everywhere, right?
Yeah, everyone's
that
going
like-
to
okay.
feel and experience what you experienced, whether it
Okay,
was
so-
the jealousy and suspicion of Ari or the warm, fuzzy feelings of Shorewing.
Okay. You see the inside of the factory. Looks like there's people working. Large airships appear to be being constructed. I'm just a child, and I'm just running around playing with like a stick and a ball. And a large man, like 6 feet tall, he's got this big gray beard. He walks up to me and he says, "Child, there's something I need to tell you. Come with me." And you get the sense that this is his father. and he brings him outside. You see an elven woman in full like armor, regalia, or whatever. There's a group of soldiers on horseback just behind her, and he says, "We have to go now, but we will return soon, Rue. Your mother, and I love you very much, and we'll be back soon." And then they ride off into the sunset. There's like not sunset, but ride off down the street or road, and several of the factory workers are around me, sort of comforting me, and I'm just like crying, and then I run off to try and catch them, and that's when the memory ends.
Memory accepted.
Quick thing, for a little, I guess you'd say a brush up. Forget that I gave him a nickname. The nickname's important, but for the memory, it's Varro and Boris. Anyways, carry on.
You sure, bud?
Yeah, it'll probably matter.
Okay.
All right, where's Lorelei's memory?
The room essentially becomes warm and sunny, and you see the bustling city streets of Doveport, and you feel happy for a time. You're not quite settled yet. You're new to the city, and you're not quite sure where things are or how society works in such a large city compared to where you come from. But it feels new and exciting and refreshing, and you're excited for the change, to live with your sister for the first time ever since you were kids. And although you wouldn't see her as much as you used to now that she has a very important job, but you're still excited to reconnect with her, even though you guys don't always agree on the same subjects. And as time passes, she becomes more and more busy with her work, and you become more and more invested in this figure or this story of a man in exile. And one night, you and your sister have a fight, and you storm off, upset because she refuses to believe what you feel is to be the honest truth, that Alphonse is the true king, and there has to be something entirely wrong with Sen and his ruling. And that was the last time that you saw your sister Danitha. And then it just sort of fades away. Memory accepted. And then the whole room sort of fades back in to the same steel panels that you guys were previously at.
Steel pan. Oh, so where we were holding the.
Yep.
Okay.
AI,
Yes.
what just happened?
System overloaded. Too much memories.
Too much feels.
Are you shutting down now?
No. I'm a little upset that I'm a little upset that no one caught that I just revealed that that Danitha and Lorelei are sisters.
I mean, we caught it.
I got it.
No one said anything. Fuck. That's going to be a really cool reveal, and y'all just didn't react to it, motherfuckers.
Well, she's dead. Sort of. She's undead.
No, she's not.
Oops.
No, we didn't actually kill her. I mean, I did kill her, but she somehow came back to life, and now
She seems undead.
He didn't
She
double
seems like
tap her.
fucking green.
I only stabbed her several times, but it's all good.
And you're just
All
gonna
right, are there
casually
any
not
other
mention
doors?
to her sister that you just like brutally murdered or attempted to murder her.
No, I murdered her,
Her sibling.
but she came back to life.
Are there any other doors in this room that we haven't gone through?
Yeah, there's one more door to the north of where you guys are at.
Onward.
You guys walk through the hallway and you are stopped at a crossroads. There is a room to your left and a room to your right.
Shortwing hesitates and looks at the memory bank and then follows behind 5 paces.
Well, we went left last time. How about we go right this time?
Don't scoff at me, Jeff. I'm showing character emotion.
I appreciate it.
Right seems good to me.
All right.
And I walk that way.
The door whooshes open, and as you step in, it is the door is closed behind you, and you see a large, what you can sort of make out to be a keyboard of sorts. You see various stone metal panels with different letters on them spreading out in this sort of infinite black room. And then some fog above you sort of just slowly rolls in.
AI, what is this?
You hear nothing.
Great. I'll start to examine some of the stone keys.
Yeah, it's essentially just what you can assume as a real person is to be a keyboard, but as far as you guys know, it's just large, essential not platforms. It's large buttons, I guess.
Are there numbers?
No, it is just alpha letters. I would say alphanumeric, but that's not right. It's just letters. It's a QWERTY keyboard too, because we're classy here. No Dvorak shit.
I was gonna ask if it was like big stone tablets the size of your face, or if it was a tight keyboard.
I was literally just about to do 80085. Can I see if any of the stone buttons have been used more than others?
You see a couple different ones have been used.
What are the letters?
I feel like giving you all these letters is going to reveal it for you.
Yeah, but I'm looking to see if these have been used. Like, I can see these letters.
Yeah, well,
Literally looking at it.
yeah, several letters have been used.
Yes,
They're not like
letters?
they're not super weathered. It's not gonna fucking 007 figure out what keypad they hit in this orientation.
Okay, so what are the letters?
He is using his eyes. Eye check.
Give me a perception check. No, not perception. Hold on. It's investigation. That's the word I'm gonna use. Investigation check.
Okay.
To see if you can properly discern which letters have been used more frequently than others.
Investigation, you said?
Yes.
Well, that's going to be a 25, so.
Jesus fucking
Letters,
Christ.
please.
Rolling heat today.
Yeah.
The letters E, T, W, H, and A, X, and V.
All right. From what I can see, based on walking around, it looks like the letters E, T, W, H, A, X, and V have been used more than these other ones. So, whatever we can discern from that.
I'm wondering if I can do anything else here that isn't just random password punching.
You're gonna brute force this bad boy?
Yeah, just not my specialty, but
Can I use Mage Hand and see how, if it's able to press it down?
It does not. It doesn't even budge with the mage hand.
So it must be quite difficult to press these down.
Let's see. And I lean on one.
It budges a little bit, but does not fully depress into the floor.
any great
Okay.
hammers in the party?
No.
AI, could you press the W key for me?
No.
Why
Oh,
not?
now you're talking.
'Cause I don't have a corporeal form to press things.
How do you press these buttons, AI?
I do not.
Now, how can one press these buttons?
Stand on the button.
What was that?
Stand on
Stand
the
on
button.
Oh.
I stand
Well,
on
Rui-
the W.
You feel the stone panel slowly depress into the floor, and the fog starts to swirl around and raise in the air and begins to form a sentence. And it reads, "People eat me. If you remove the first letter, I become a form of energy. Remove the first two, and I'm needed to live. Scramble the last three, and you can drink me. What am I?"
Oh, I think I know what it is. Okay, it's wheat. So we need to do WHEAT. So I don't know how to do it all at once, but it's definitely wheat.
Pretty good.
You get rid of the first letter, it's heat. The last three letters are T. So that's what you you can't live without eating. So you eat wheat, yeah. So it's wheat.
I'm with that logic. How far?
All right,
are
I'll
the
stand on
buttons?
the H.
All right, yeah, the button just depresses and clicked into place.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the E.
I assume you step on it?
Yep, and with my other leg, if within reach, can I put my foot on the A?
No, you cannot.
Oh,
But Lorelei will go and step on the A, and it'll depress into place.
We need
All right,
something
Rue,
to.
how about you finish it off?
Well, do we have to do it all at once, or?
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna move off the W, walk over to the T.
Yeah, the W stays depressed in place, and then you step on the T, and it depresses in. You hear a loud click, and then all the buttons raise again.
So is it not wheat? I guess not. I'm gonna. So what does the riddle again say?
It says, "People eat me. If you remove the first letter, I become a form of energy. Remove the first two, and I'm needed to live. Scramble the last three, and you can drink me. What am I?"
T.
Oh.
My favorite.
So, heat.
So
Yeah, but there's still
that's-
X and U, or X and V.
Wheat.
Wheat makes the most sense. I guess it's a bait and switch.
No, so people eat me, so it'd be wheat, and then the
You
last
take
two
the
letters
first
left
letter.
are X and V. You remove it, and then it becomes heat,
Yep,
right?
which is a form of energy.
and then you remove the last two, and then what? Or the wait.
You remove the first two, and then it becomes eat, which you need to
No,
survive.
it'd be AT, so at, and then there's still X and V.
Wait, what?
So if you, oh wait,
If you remove the first.
I
two, it's a
assumed
form of
I assumed
energy.
if we removed the first two from the new word, so it'd
Well,
go
I don't
from
know
wheat.
exactly, but the way I understood it was you remove the first two letters of the word as a whole,
While they're
or the first letter
arguing,
as a whole.
Can I step on the pads in the order of TEA?
So for the first, so as you step on the T, you feel as the button depresses into the ground, you feel extremely dizzy.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
I'm guessing the fog is poison gas or some shit.
I'm just gonna imagine that I stumble a little bit and they see that.
Shortwing, are you all right? You seem dizzy.
You seem metagaming.
I feel a little foggy after I stepped on that letter.
You can see if a person's dizzy. Come on. A little foggy, eh? Must be that fog. All right.
Are you stepping off of that letter, Shortwing? Or are you staying on the T?
I'm gonna stay on it.
Okay.
Where'd your be T? I don't know. Wheat makes the most sense, but obviously it's not wheat.
It's twat. Final answer.
People eat me. Yes.
Can't confirm. Have taken that path before.
Cool.
Awkward silence.
Good for you, dude. All right.
Can I step off this stone and put my weight on the E? And does it stay depressed as I step off of it?
So as you step off the T, instead of the key staying in place, it raises back up to its original position.
Okay.
Do you still want to progress and step on the next letter?
Yeah, sure.
So as you step on the E, and the stone depresses into the ground, your stomach starts to feel weak as well, and you begin to feel nauseous almost.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and brace myself on the wall.
And then as you step off of that key, it again raises back up to its normal position.
Hey AI, people eat me. If you remove the first letter, I become a form of energy. Remove the first two, and I'm needed to live. Scramble the last three, and you can drink me. What am I?
You are a flesh mech.
Flesh.
Did you really think that I would give you the answer, meatbag?
Ooh.
Don't get sassy with me.
So is this just a big room? You said it gets black and there's a fog rolling
It's
overhead,
a-
and then just
Infinite blackness, aside from this keyboard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 stone tablets in the ground. The
No,
odd
it's
number?
a full keyboard.
Oh, I'm sorry, but he determined which ones
Yes.
seem to not be as dusty, if you will.
No, yeah, the ones that have been used most recently. I
Excellent.
think we have to do the order of the thing. So
Okay.
what's up with the X and the V? Is he just throwing me off?
I think I get what. Okay, so that makes if going with what you just said, Tony, that makes. No, never mind. I was gonna say because it sounds like there's only one answer, but if you do it the way you just said, you'd have to do wheat, then you'd have to do heat, then you'd have to do
Yeah.
eat, then you'd have to do tea. But I don't think that's it because it's only one answer.
Says who?
The riddle says, "What am I?"
Oh, okay. I'll go with that.
You have
I don't know, unless we're
6
just-
minutes remaining.
Oh, guess we're gonna die.
I walk over and step on the E. Actually, no, don't do that because I already found out what
stepped
happens.
on that.
Yeah. Wisdom is 17, by the way. Oh shit, dude.
I'm gonna ask for a hint from God.
You're gonna phone a friend.
Yeah.
Do you have a character skill that lets you do that, or are you just trying to beg for help?
The latter.
I think you guys are on the right track.
Was there an R, or just a what were the last 3 letters that weren't?
I'm
wheat?
pretty sure. Let me know if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure it is ETHWAXV.
Yes.
Okay.
What's a full word out of the 7 that you can eat?
I'm gonna walk over and step on the W.
Nothing happens. It doesn't depress or anything.
Okay.
I was
so
ready to throw
I'm gonna
up. That's
go
cool.
step on the H.
It depresses and clicks into place.
So it starts with H.
Yeah, go stand on the E.
I do the thing.
And it once again it depresses into place and clicks.
Now the A.
Lorelei steps over and steps on the A, and it clicks into place.
Rue and the T.
We already tried this.
This is a new word.
Okay.
Please go stand on the T.
I stand on the T.
And it once again, you step on the button, and it depresses and clicks into place. You hear another very loud click, and all the keys rise up again.
Okay, so I think my theory was correct then. You have to do, because the first time we did it, it all went down and clicked.
Yep.
Second time, it was heat. So next time, I'm gonna stand on the E.
It presses down and clicks into place.
All right, someone stand on the A.
I'll go stand on the A.
Short wing on the T.
They all click into place. You hear one more loud click, and they all raise again.
All right, I move over to the T.
It clicks into place.
You two, E and A, in that order.
Does it make you feel like you're about to throw up when you step on it?
I don't know, does it?
Does not.
No, I feel pretty good, actually.
Come on, man.
You must have a weak stomach, Short Wing.
I'll go stand on the E.
And Lorelei goes and stands in the A, and in that correct order, the keys click into place. You hear one final click, and then all the lights in the room begin to glow extremely, extremely bright before shutting off. And all the doors slide open, and a very faint red light, sort of like emergency lights almost, just sort of like dot the hallways.
AI,
Detonation
find me the phone
prevented.
number for Pizza Hut. Detonation prevented. You're
We did it.
Powering
a
down.
big sigh from the corner as I swallow the puke in my mouth.
And you actually feel immensely better, Shorewing. The dizziness and nausea you felt has gone away.
You know, God forbid me for stepping on the T, you know? Man of his instincts.
So, AI, are you there?
Nothing.
Well, shall we explore the rest of this place?
We did miss a tunnel.
2, if I count correctly. Okay.
After
I'll
you,
go
Aaron.
down. I'll go down the direction we didn't go, getting to the keyboard room.
Sure. As you step through the threshold, you see a deactivated steel tower full of cables and pipes just standing in the center of the room. Where there would have been lights, they are just now completely illuminated. Not illuminated. That's not a word. They are just completely dim. There's no lights whatsoever.
I have dark vision.
Touche.
Nothing changes.
Just a dark room.
Okay. Can I look around, see if there's anything in the room?
It's just that one steel tower, essentially.
Okay. Let's just head back to where we first split to the 2 different directions and go down the other hallway.
As you walk through, you see some meter-thick tubes gushing with deep purple and sea foam. Clots are scattered about and obscured. Connector stations hang from now disabled robotic arms that look like they have been crawling around on the ceiling, but they are now deactivated.
I don't think there's anything left in here for us.
No prize
I agree.
payout? Unfortunate.
Greedy motherfucker.
Low. All right, I guess we'll just exit.
So you guys, as you guys leave, Lorelei says, "Well, I guess that was it. I don't even know where we are right now. We're gonna have to find our bearings."
Forgive me, Lorelei, but I forget where we were going to begin with.
We were going to the Arcalis family tomb.
Do you know approximately which direction it was? Like north, maybe east?
It was northeast of where we were. If we get to the coastline, we can find out. We can figure out our bearings from there.
Do you know how to get there, or do I have to do some things?
I think we can figure it out.
Well, onward.